Here we're so proud to be able to show you the new home of MiDFur. Who thinks this hotel is absolutely rocking? Wait until you see the rest of it. Obviously we have the pool deck out the side over there, we've got the lounge area, and that's all going to be set up, and we've got food stalls that are going to be open all around the convention space for the entire, for all of your lunch and dinner breaks, so that you don't actually have to leave the convention centre if you don't want to. You can stick around for the entire time, or if you want to, you can jump on a tram and head down to Melbourne Central and eat your absolute heart out. But, yeah, welcome to MiDFur. Obviously this isn't the opening ceremony. The opening ceremony starts at 8 o'clock tonight. You're all going to be here?
Yeah.
It's going to be rocking. We're going to have a very special guest, Big Blue Fox, is going to be DJing tonight. Who's looking forward to that? Yeah! Big Blue Fox is like, not me! Well, your first FurCon. Put your hand up in the air like you just don't care if this is your very first ever furry convention.
Hey.
Holy shit.
Oh, wow. Oh, no, wait, no.
Bloody hell.
What do you mean you're first?
That'd be why we got so many people in here. Well, welcome. Very, very warm welcome. Basically, this panel is an introduction to MiDFur, an introduction to attending a furry convention, and the whole idea of this panel is to give you a little bit of information as to what you can expect from MiDFur, what we advise you should probably think about doing for MiDFur to get the best out of MiDFur, because we all understand that MiDFur is not something that people can just, you know, it's money that we have, we'll just throw it away. We want to make sure that you actually enjoy your time here. You get to see what you came here to see, and you get to do what you came here to do, whilst making sure that everybody else around you is doing the exact same thing. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Who loves fursuiters?
Yeah.
Of course the fursuiters love fursuiters, isn't it? We love ourselves! What an impressive dragon that is. Unbelievable. Now I know this person here has been talking about having this dragon suit made for what, the best part of 6 years.
Oh.
I tell you what, that's one impressive suit. So what we want to do, we want to tell you guys a little bit about our fursuiters. And the reason why we at MiDFur want you to make sure that you're looking out for our fursuiters. Excuse me while I take this extremely warm jacket off.
I wanted to put my cover on my back, so I couldn't go on my face off.
So, we love our fursuiters. Anytime somebody outside of a furry convention thinks about furries, they think about, oh, are you those guys that dress up in fursuits? Naturally, yes, some of us are. Unfortunately, most of us can't afford to be. But what we would like to do is to talk to you about how to make sure you're looking after your fursuiters, because our fursuiters are a very precious commodity to us. Their fursuits are very precious commodities to them. Some of them are a $500 fursuit, some of them are a $5,000 fursuit, and some of them, well, I wouldn't make close to that much money in a year. So basically, we're going to go through a couple of things. The first thing that I want everybody to understand about fursuiters is that even though they look like they know what's going on, they can't see right here. Fursuiters have a limited capacity to be able to see what's going on, simply because you've got a massive head and two very small eyes right here that they have to try and visualize everything that's going on through. Now, we've got a brand new fursuiter right here who hasn't been a fursuiter for more than a day.
Yay!
And he's got his fursuit from probably one of the best fursuit makers in Australia, Lady Vixen. Stand up and take a bow. So, I'm going to get you to take your help. Now, fursuiters don't do this normally, so just keep it from the down low.
Oh my god!
Somebody play some striptease music? I don't want you to pick it up or kick it.
Bart.
I'm going to pick it up. Shut up! Now, the reason why I brought Clyde to take his fursuit off is because I wanted you guys to get a really good look at how much Clyde is perspiring. 10 minutes out every half an hour to go into the Headless Lounge. There are two of them here. There's one upstairs around the corner here and one downstairs. Take 5 minutes out, take your head off, have a drink of water, cool down. The last thing we want is a fursuiter tumbling down the stairs because they collapse from dehydration. The only reason why we want you tumbling down the stairs is from us tripping you. So, Sly, tell everybody, what are your impressions of being the fursuiter for a day?
Well, thanks, Logan. Yeah. It's weird. It's very weird. Before today, I've worn this suit for a maximum of about 2 hours at home, messing around, taking a few pictures, and before that, one fitting with it. Wearing it in front of a lot of other people, initially a little bit nerve-wracking because you don't know how people are going to take it. I mean, I know that mine is a very, very good suit made by, as our chairman said, one of the best fursuit makers in Australia. Yes, we're going to embarrass you, Vixen. But you still don't know how people are going to take it. Also, even I personally, I think probably the rest of the fursuiters, the first time they put a suit on, you've got no idea how you're going to react, how you're going to feel in the suit, because to start with, you've got massive limited vision. It's hot as hell. I mean, even in this place is air conditioned. You're all sitting there comfortably in t-shirts, shirts, etc., and you've seen how much I'm sweating, and I've got a very, very short length fur. If you look at some of the guys who've got some rather long fur, just imagine how hot they are inside those.
I'll tell you what, the long fur is really hot.
Are you starting the way you're meaning to go on? I warned you, you would regret getting me up.
So, basically the reason why I want to start talking about what it's like being the fursuiter for the first time, it's Sly's first Furry Convention, it's Sly's first time fursuiting in public. We have a lot of people here who are doing this for the very first time. The first time they're fursuiting, the first time they're coming to a Furry Convention. In fact, the first time they're actually doing anything apart from sitting behind a computer playground. Evil glare there.
Yep, and you deserve it.
So, what I want from the rest of us, if this is okay, if you're cool with it, if everybody's happy with it, I would like us to keep an eye out for our fursuiters. If you're not in a fursuit, make sure you're keeping an eye out on the fursuiters. If you can see that they're trying to walk down some stairs, trying to get to an area where there's doors that need to be opened, or if they look like they're swaying a bit, or it doesn't look like they're actually able to do what it is you know they're trying to do, give them a hand. Give them a hand, because I'll tell you what, there's nothing better than someone being able to come over and give you a hand when you can't do it yourself. Wow, that's a really, really horrible idea. Can't do it yourself, get someone else to do it.
That's what the council does.
There are two other things that I wanted to talk about. Remember that limited vision thing that I said? There are some people here who have even more limited vision. General Robles here has... Okay, cool. General Robles here has very limited vision simply on the basis that he has one eye. Which works. Okay? So in particular, if you see General walking around and he's bumping into things, make sure you grab him by the arm, give him a hand, help him out. Always grab a fursuiter like this. Don't come up behind them, because a lot of people who come up behind fursuiters to pull tails and stuff like that, the first thing the fursuiter wants to do is turn around and whack you in the face. Do not touch a fursuiter's tail and don't come up from behind them. You're going to come up to the fursuiter, grab them by the arm like this, and go, hey man, do you need a hand?
Don't approach me from the right hand side.
And don't approach him from the right hand side. Because soon later on, you can only turn left. Sorry. Blue steel. So, that's our fursuiters. That's all I have to say about fursuiters. Oh, and the other thing is, I've already said this, but I'm going to say it again. Do not touch tails, do not touch wings, anything like that. Make sure that you take... Don't touch the tail touch you. Yes, I've lost my train of thought. Yeah, just make sure, guys, honestly, I know I keep on harping on about, just make sure we look after our fursuiters, yeah? Because the suits cost a lot, they're limited vision, we've got to make sure that we're looking after our fursuiters because we all love our fursuiters. Give me a hell yeah if you love fursuiters.
Hell yeah!
Why was Anthrax the loudest person? Thanks, boys and girls. Stay safe. Give the fursuiters a clap.